Hello, hello, hello. Um, I am coming to drop this message because I had a dream a few nights ago that, geez, voice girl. I had a dream a few nights ago that I was a young girl and I lived with my father. Excuse me. Okay, I gotta drop this message because the enemy be playing games, y'all. The enemy really be playing games. So two things. Somebody just like I'm tripping off the message I just got. First and foremost, why would you even ask me that? Secondly, like, just no. Just no. I'm not answering your question. I don't care to engage or indulge in the back and forth. People are so funny. People are so funny. I'm sorry, because this is not the message I wanted to open up with, but I got to get this out before I begin what I originally was going to say, because I was getting ready to tell you my dream. And in the process of getting ready to tell you my dream, I'm setting up the damn camera, and I get this message. And so, I'm not going to disclose what the message because I'm not even going to give that much energy to the shit. However, at the same time, I am going to address it because the situation needs to be addressed. And I'm going to address it in the sense of being in a space where as though what I'm getting ready to relay is also relative to those who may have possibly experienced the situation or whatever the case may be. Anyway, I digress. So, with that being said, first and foremost, why would you even ask me the question that you asked me? People like to play on your feelings and play on your emotions and manipulate and play on your triggers and play on your reactions and your responses. Now, I made a video. I did not upload the video. I was going to upload the video, but the video was 2 hours long. So I didn't upload the video. 222. Lesson learned. Okay, it is what it is. So, anyway, in this video, I talked about energy and how energy is neither created nor destroyed, and that, we are all connected, we are all one, and the law of unity, and how we are a part of the collective universe and things of that nature. I expressed these things in this video. Now, to hit where I'm trying to go, we as human beings should look at ourselves as cells, individual cells within the creative consciousness, because we are our own entities. Every cell is its own cell until it duplicates and makes another one in your body. And not all cells duplicate. Some cells are not designed to duplicate. Some cells die off. Like the skin cells, they die. And then they duplicate. But certain parts of the skin cells, once they get to a certain maturity or maturation, it no longer has the ability to do that. It begins to mature and die off and die out. Now, it's a couple of things with that. People can die off and you need them to die off. Sometimes you need people to die off and die out of your energy and die out of your life. And I'm not trying to be mean, I'm not trying to be disrespectful, but you have to learn who to let into yourself and what to push out of yourself. And we have a tendency as human beings to allow ourselves to be exposed to things that we don't need to be exposed to for the sake of saying we are connected to somebody, or for the sake of clout. Right? Now, people also like to attach themselves to you, or be in your energy, or trigger you, or say things to you to get a rise out of you. Those type of people are called energy vampires. When they're doing stuff to get a reaction, to get you to react a certain way, to respond a certain way, or indulge or engage, they're trying to check your temperature to see how you gonna move. And when they check your temperature, oh, I got him, I got him, I got her. I'm feeding off your energy. I'm taking in what you're giving off. Because I remember, also I said in this other video, which I did not upload, that you have to be mindful of the energy that you give off too, because energy is never created nor destroyed. It's always constantly moving. So if energy is always constantly moving, you have to understand that you are emitting energy just as much as you are, radiating energy and emitting energy as much as you are absorbing it. So, am I going to absorb good energy, or am I going to absorb negative energy? And some people, am I going to exude Let me correct that. Am I going to exude good energy or I'm going to exude negative energy? What am I going to give off? I'm going to always give off positive energy at all times because I just rather give off positive energy because positive energy attracts more positive energy. Now, we also, as positive energies, with positive beings or positive mindsets, whatever it case be, you're going to attract people that are negative because it's opposites. Like attract like, but that's actually not always true. Sometimes two come together and they repel. And that's in chemistry. We learn that in chemistry. Sometimes some cells and like electrons, protons, neutrons, it repels each other. Like you can't put a positive and a positive together. When you can, it's something to do with negative. I believe it's a negative. Whatever. You research it. I'm going to double check it. But I do know that there's an instance where it repels, where it is not compatible. So you have friction. And every time you have friction, it's also an energetic exchange. So when people do stuff to rub you the wrong way, and they're trying to get a rise out of you, they are trying to affect and interject and offset your energy because they want or need your energy. They need something that you have, something that they don't possess. And it's your choice to say, yeah, I'm going to give you that energy, or no, I'm not. You give up that energy by your reaction, your behavior, how you respond. And I had this conversation with a friend of mine the other night when I said to her, and we was talking, and I love talking to this woman. I swear I love talking to this woman. It's so insightful talking to this woman. It's just, I wish that she could see how enigmatic she really is, her greatness. Because she's going through her own healing though, and I'm not even going to digress. But she's just awesome. I love talking to her because she helps me to see things too. And we got to have good people like that around you to be able to like reflect good feedback. You don't want the wrong people around you. Anyway, I digress from the point I'm trying to make. This particular person decided to send me this message to try to trigger me, to get a rise out of me, to get me to react and respond in a way in which I used to react and respond. I'm not giving up that energy anymore. I am not allowing you access to me in that way, in that manner anymore. And in doing so, the choice I'm choosing to make is to not respond the way that I used to respond. I'm choosing to respond differently. Meaning, I'm not going to yell, scream, cuss, and shout. That was one of my stages. I'm not going to engage in conversation with you. That was one of my stages. I'm not going to sympathize, empathize, and relate to you. That was one of my stages. And I'm not saying that you shouldn't do those things. For certain people, yes, because it's reciprocated. It's about reciprocity and maturation. You want to deal with people that's on your level. And we have a tendency to deal with people that's below us or beneath us, that's not on the level that we on, and then we get mad when shit don't turn out the way it's supposed to turn out. Or when shit blow up in our face. The whole time, all the while, you already knew what the situation was, yet you chose to still engage in it, indulge in it. Now, granted, when you're engaging and indulging in it, yes, it's a lesson that you're supposed to be learning. So the initial time that you do it, yeah, do that shit so you can learn. But once you learn your lesson, don't keep repeating it. Don't keep going back, doing the same thing over again, expecting a different result. They say that's insanity. And a lot of us are walking around fucking insane. Excuse my language, but we are. And I need us to stop. Myself included. Now, when I talk about transmuting energy, because I talked about this and I talked about this a couple times with different people, when you transmute energy, that means you're in control of your energy. Nobody else is in control of you but you. Nobody else is in control of your actions, your behaviors, your mannerisms but you. Nobody's in control of your speech. Nobody's in control of your thought process but you. Now, the problem is we tend to give our power away. We give our energy away to things that we shouldn't be giving our energy away to because we're not paying attention, because we're not focused. In this video that I didn't record, I didn't upload, I was saying how you got to pay attention to you. Stay in your lane. Stay in your lane means minding your damn business. Focusing on you. Focusing on your task at hand. Focusing on what's going to make your situation better. Cutting off the outside world sometimes. Sometimes you got to cut niggas off. Sometimes you got to cut people off, period. Sometimes you just got to walk the fuck away. What's for you will always be for you. And what's not, you have to discern and decipher what's not. And let that shit go and be okay with letting it go. And now, I know it's not always easy, but we have to stop bullshitting. We got to shit or get off the pot. Get up. Don't sit there 20 years in a day still taking the same shit over and over and over and over again, wondering why your stomach all fucked up. Because you keep taking the same shit. You just struggling trying to release that shit. Let it go. People are going to hurt you. People are going to irritate you. People are going to upset you. People are going to agitate you. People are going to get under your fucking skin. However, they're only going to be doing that or allowed to do that if you let them. You have to be mindful of what you care about, what you pay attention to. Stop paying attention to the stupid shit. Stop paying attention to shit that is irrelevant. It does not pertain or concern your well-being. Focus on your growth. Be it intellectually, spiritually, physically, professionally, whatever. Focus on your growth. Your creative output. Focus on you. Stop focusing on everybody else. And when people come at you with the dumb shit, learn how to react and respond. Sometimes you don't even gotta say nothing. No response is a response. No response is a response. I'm choosing not to respond to you. That's a choice. You don't always have to say something or always have to have the last word. Sometimes not saying something is having the last word. Sometimes not saying something is setting the boundary. It's setting the tone. It's setting the pace. It's letting people know, hey, don't fuck with me. Stop playing with me. Leave me alone. I'm not the 1 or the 2 or the 3. It's letting people know, hey, let me respect her or him. It's letting people know, hey, she don't rock like that. Let me not even step to her that way, because her energy just, she on her ding. Or let me not even talk to him like that, because he on one today. Or he look like but he'll F you up. Like, set the tone. You are in control of you. You are in control of your energy. You are in control of what you put out and how you show up in the world. Show up for yourself. Stop expecting people to show up for you. Stop allowing people to show up in your life the way they want to. It's your life. Baby, don't give people access to you if you don't want to. Everybody don't got access to you. Everybody ain't gotta be, you know what I'm saying? Like, everybody ain't gotta be in your shit. Everybody ain't gotta know your business. Your business not for everybody. And everybody not for your business. And some people, when they want to know your business, they get into your business, they find out about your business, and they talk about your ass behind your back. Then you feel some kind of way. And you say, oh, she said it, he said, who gives a fuck? They wouldn't have known shit unless you say something. I am a big person of, I ain't going to say nothing to you that I don't mind being repeated. I'm big on that. I'm going to keep it a bean. Who I am is who I am. I walk in my authenticity. Not everybody walks in their authenticity. I walk in my authenticity. I own my shit. I own who I am. Am I perfect? Hell no. None of us fucking perfect. However, you can improve, and you can always make improvements. You can make improvements your entire life. As long as you walk in this planet, you can make improvements. As long as you're willing to open up and learn and evolve and grow and change, you can make improvements. When you choose to stop learning, growing, evolving, and changing, you are toxifying yourself and you are toxifying the collective body. The collective energy, the collective consciousness. You are infecting people around you. And then you allowing whatever is on the outside get inside, or you allowing other people's shit to infect you, and now we are fucking cancer. Who wants cancer? For what? Why? Stop being a cancer in other people's lives too. Because some of us are cancer in some of people's lives too. Stop being a fucking cancer. If somebody tell you they done with you, be done. Accept it. And we can read energy. A lot of us know when somebody really for real and when somebody not. When they just saying that shit because they just want to say that shit. Or when they say that shit because they frustrated or they upset, agitated or irritated or annoyed. We know. People know. Stop playing big. Stop exposing yourself to things you don't need to be exposed to. Stop allowing yourself to be in situations you don't need to be in. You know what the fuck you doing before you do it. You know what's coming at you before it come at you. If you got your eyes open and you paying attention, make smart choices. Use your common sense. Everybody got common sense. And no, I don't like when people say you don't got common sense. You only present as not having common sense when you are ignoring yourself, when you're ignoring your first thought, when you're ignoring your first mind, when you're ignoring your first feeling. You already know what the situation is because you done felt it. Stop ignoring yourself. Listen to yourself. Listen to your emotions. Listen to your feelings. Listen to your body. You walking around, my hair hurt. Okay, when you say your hair hurt, why does my hair hurt? You know why your hair hurt. We don't believe we do, but we know. Because and the only reason we say we don't believe and we don't understand it is because a lot of us not in tune with our body. We walk around doing shit to our body, not taking care of our body, not being in tune with how we connect to ourselves and not listening to ourselves and feeling our fucking feeling our feelings and feeling our body. We lost. Wake the fuck up. Wake up. Now, this is not the message that I want to deliver, but it needed to be said. It needed to be said, and I pray that I pray and I hope that it heals and it touches somebody, because I'm just over shit. People just irritating as fuck sometimes, and it's just like, bro, why? Why are you like this? You don't gotta be like this. Go somewhere. Get the fuck out of here with that. Listen with that bullshit. Ain't nothing to cut that bitch off. I heard that song too. Ain't nothing to cut that bitch off. Yeah, cut him off. Cut him off. Okay. Now, I digress, because that is not, like I said, why I came on here to even make a video. My video was about this dream I had. I've been having this seem like almost recurring dream, and I feel like it's a warning for somebody, and maybe a warning for myself as well. However, I just feel like I need to relate this message from this dream. Now, in this dream, I'm a little girl, and I'm not myself. I'm in someone else's form. I look like the little girl looks different and everything like that. Like different nationality, different race, whatever the case may be. And in this particular situation, the little girl is living in the house, well, I'm living in the house with my father. And we're having issues in our house in our basement. Now, some people that know me recently know that I've been having issues in my own personal basement. Now, I totally separate, but I just got a download. What I'm understanding is that from this particular dream, the message that I'm getting is that there are a lot of things subconsciously that we as a collective need to deal with, myself included. In this particular dream, I'm this little girl, and I'm living with my dad, and you know, I'm trusting him, and I'm rocking with him. We're a unit, we're a team, and we doing things together. And so my dad is a single parent. He's working. He's taking care of myself, and I believe in the dream I had like 2 or 3 siblings. Now, we had a water main problem in the dream, where whoever contracted somebody had came and dug up the piping in the floor where the main sewer line ran through the bottom of the base of the house, whatever. Now, in this particular dream, the city or township or wherever we was living was having issues with the water. And so they were raising or hiking the water prices to offset the actual problems that is actually occurring in the water that's in the actual city. So, like, the piping was bad, and something was seeping into the water or causing, like, issues or whatever the case may be. And, like, a lot of people were having to put out money to have repairs done to their home. And a lot of it had to do with, like, the faulty makeshift or the faulty construction of the city when they were originally laying the original pipes. And so, back then, when they laid pipes a certain way, or they used a certain material, whatever the case may be, not realizing that material would in fact actually begin to hurt or hinder or cause harm over the years to the individuals, the people that are living and residing in the city. Now, in this dream, the little girl was finding out about all the stuff that's going on and how the city is aware of these things, yet the city is covering it up and not actually divulging or engaging or expressing this to the public. Now, the little girl and her dad are home. They have this issue. The pipe burst in their house. The basement floor began to like break up or whatever the case may be, and they started having issues with flooding. So when they figured out where the water was coming from, and like that, they dug the floor out, and you know the contractor told them like, you know, this is the situation that needs to be done. Blah 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 blah. Now, in the process of this dream, the little girl finds out about this situation with the city as well. Now, in this process, she's also finding out that the cause of the breakdown of the piping in her home or in their home is due to whatever chemicals are being seeped into the water from the city that the city knows about or is aware about. And so their family is not the only family that is actually being affected or has been affected by this particular situation. Now, some people are, getting frustrated, and some people are having to some people are just paying for it. And other people are just struggling, trying to figure out how to make ends meet and seeking out means of, financial gain to be able to take care of the problem. Now, in this dream, the little girl basically, people began to protest about it. She joins the protest. She begins to find out more and more information that, whatever is happening in her home is actually happening in other people's homes, and people are actually popping up sick. Now, people are starting to present with long-term disabilities or long-term ailments or long-term, defects that don't appear until later on in life. And so, the elderly are beginning to complain, and they begin to protest about it. So anyway, the little girl begins to seek help, and just so happened, as they were protesting, she comes across a reporter. And so she gets the reporter involved and engaged, and she takes the reporter into her home to show her the damages and things that's going on in her home. And as they're in the process of trying to record and make evidence of, what is actually happening in these people's homes, the house that they walk in begins to shift. The floor beneath their feet has shifted. It's no longer a flat, smooth surface or floor. It begins to deviate as if it's on an incline. So it's a flat structure in the middle, and it's rising in the center of the floor like a flat structure, and the sides are beginning to incline down. Now, as the floor is raising, the whole level above is still like a smooth, flat surface. It's not, the shifting of the floor is not affecting everything else that's above the house. However, it is affecting and changing the structure of the base of the house. So, anyway, I digress. I'm not digressing, but I'm not. I'm digressing, but I'm not. Anyway, whatever. Anyway, as the floor is beginning to shape, evolve, the house is also beginning to expand. Now, as the floor in the basement is expanding, the house above is expanding, but there's no, defects or anything in the house. It's just almost opening up and unfolding. Like the house above is unfolding, and it's opening up to all these new, different little things or whatever the case may be. Now, I woke up and was like, what the fuck is this? What is this dream? What is this dream? There are so many messages in this dream. And I just got to get out of my system, because I really want to help somebody. So in the beginning of the dream, when I said the girl was in the basement is the lower portion of the house. And not everyone has a basement. Not every home is built with a basement. However, every home, is built with a foundation. And every foundation needs to be secure to withhold and withstand whatever is being placed on top. And I believe that the message in this dream is important to share and say this to someone, that your foundations are being shifted. I keep hearing shifting the atmosphere, shifting the atmosphere, shifting the atmosphere. I don't know why I keep hearing it. However, your foundation needs to shift. And the foundation in which I'm referring to is the mental, emotional, and psychological foundation of you. You're grounded. What are you... I keep yawning. What are you rooted in? What are your morals? What are your values? What are your attributes? What are the characteristics that make you you? What are your thought processes? What are your beliefs? What are your truths? What are your what's your true character? What's your true nature? The essence of you. What is your true energy? What is your true vibrational frequency? And so, a lot of us have. Okay, guys. A lot of us have. Um, I want to say negative programming. We have negative records, negative thoughts, or we have experiences from our childhood of things that people have said to us and things that people have done to us in our youth that we relive and we replay over and over and over in your head again. And yet the thought is constantly repeating that it becomes your belief, which is like when they say you talk about habits, good habits, like to build a habit, it takes 21 days to build a good habit, as they say, but 3 months to really lock it in. 21 days to build a habit, 3 months to really lock it in, 6 months to make it a new habit. And where you're doing it automatically, where it becomes so much of a routine that, it begins to be locked into your actual routine without question or doubt of it. And so some of us have subliminal messages that are repeating to us that we are not always conscious, alert, or aware to, and some that, it becomes automatic. It's in like our automatic function, our automatic memory. And so the basement in this dream and the foundation shifting and adjusting and changing as the little girl's walking the reporter through the house symbolizes to me that it is time for us to reevaluate our foundations, reevaluate our childhoods and our youth, and the behaviors and the mannerisms and the thought processes that we developed or that we have adapted or adapted to throughout our youth that is now affecting us in our adulthood. And it's not always necessarily compatible to who we are now. So in essence, what I'm saying is that we are still having temper tantrums. We are still reacting and responding in moments of codependency or neediness, or we have abandonment issues. So it's like we have to address these things. And so this dream is about this little girl addressing these things. She's addressing these things by getting the reporter to record and express and relay to those outside that you are not the only one going through things. When she connects and realizes that it's other people that are going through things, her eyes are open. Meaning, a lot of us, myself included, are starting to recognize and realize that we are all going through shit. There is not one person on this planet that's not going through something. Especially right here, right now, in this day and age and in this time. Especially with all the stuff that's going on in our society and in our government at this time. Like, we're all going through something. Now, what I'm realizing also, too, is that the representation of the reporter and the little girl broadcasting, or getting the reporter to broadcast, is the little girl seeking to bring awareness to those around you, or those around her, or those that, are not aware. And so this message hit me because it's like, yo, I need to share this. I need to say this to someone else. I need to express to someone else that you are not the only one going through shit. We are all going through something. As a collective consciousness, we are all going through something. Every day you are experiencing something. Every day you are experiencing something new. You can be experiencing something repetitive, something old. However, it doesn't matter. Every day you are experiencing something. 29 when I say that. Every day you are facing something. Be it something new or something old, same situation, different situation, scenario, whatever. You're always facing something. And in the process of you going through this, how are you showing up? How are you reacting and responding to the situations that you're being addressed with? How are you reacting and responding to the people that are also going through the shit you're going through? What knowledge and message are you giving to those around you to help them? Because you gotta give to get. You gotta get to give. Because if I don't get nothing, I can't give you nothing. I ain't got nothing to give you. And I can't give you nothing if I don't have anything to give you because I ain't getting nothing. So go both ways. Sounds funny, but it is. Remember, I said energy is never created nor destroyed. It's simply transformed from one energy entity to the next. So how am I transforming, or how am I transferring to you and you're transferring to me? How am I being the mirror for you and you being the mirror for me? Where am I growing, evolving, and changing? Where do I need to make the adjustments? Where do we all need to make adjustments so that we can clear and cleanse and push out the toxins and the impurities that are hindering and hurting us? And toxins and impurities can be toxic thoughts, toxic behaviors. It don't always have to be like an actual toxin. It can be, it's toxic. Toxicity is toxicity on all levels. How are we combating that? How are you combating that in your thoughts? How are you combating that in your speech? How are you combating that in your behavior? In the way you express yourself? In your mindset? In your energy? In just everything. How are you fighting against things that don't serve you? And so this message is very important because we as a collective conscious has a lot of issues that we need to just dissolve. And it can be done. Like, a lot of it has to do with our mindset. The mindset of, and I feel like I'm getting ready to step on some tools. The mindset of some people is just so, I heard asinine. It is. Some people's mindset is asinine. It is. I give you that. I give you that. Some people's mindset is asinine. However, I digress. The mindset of this time, this age, this era, the mindset of the people, of individuals right now is so misconstrued. Like, some people are just, and we have to have compassion for those people and ourselves included, because some people look crazy to us, but guess what? We probably look crazy to them too. And how we react and respond to certain things makes us look, asinine. I need for people to understand, to simply just accept one another. Accept yourself and accept one another. And that's massive. Like I said, we all going through the same, if not similar situations or things. We all going through a struggle. We're all experiencing something that's weighing us down. We're all experiencing. It's not just one thing, one person. Everybody on this planet is experiencing something right now. And so we have the power to experience it in a good way, or we can experience it in a negative way. But we also have a power to raise the vibrational frequency of the planet. And we can do that by learning to just accept one another as who we are. None of us are the same. We're all created different. Even twins have different fingerprints. And then understanding that and knowing that we all have differences, accept that we are all different, and stop trying to change others in the sense that you want them to be a certain way, or act a certain way, or respond a certain way. Oh, that message hit deep. I felt that. That message hit on a different level. That's confirmation. But we have to accept, I'm not going to say but, because but is a cancer word. However, we have to accept people for who they are. Ourselves included. We have to accept ourselves for who we are. Because all of us are not perfect. All of us make mistakes. However, all of us are divinely created in our own right. And if we begin to embrace our individuality and we accept others in their individuality, we can change the dynamic of this earth. We can change the dynamic of this planet. We can learn to love, and acknowledge the differences that we have and acknowledging that our differences is what make us beautiful. Our differences are what make us who we are. It would be a really drab, dry planet or place if all of us was the same. Like robots, no disrespect, but like when I think about robots in that movie, I Robot, all them robots was the exact same, except for that one robot. And that one robot is you. We can all be that one robot that stepped out there and was like, wait, I have consciousness, I can move, I can evolve. I'm not like them. I don't have to be like the rest. Stop being a sheep. Stop following the crowd and follow yourself. Follow the Most High. And the Most High is you, and you are the Most High. And the Most High is nature, your natural self, who you were naturally created to be. When you embrace who you were naturally created to be, you are embracing how God created you. You are embracing the divine. You are accepting, oh praise God, you are accepting the gift that you were created to be. And we're all gifts. We're gifts to this planet. We're gifts to each other. And we have to see that. We have to understand that. And we have to harden out our hearts. And we have to have compassion for those that don't understand and don't get it. We have to learn how to turn the other cheek. We have to learn how to be the bigger person. We have to learn how to forgive and forget. However, keep the lesson. Forget the transgression in the sense that, you did that to me. Okay, you did that to me. However, you doing that to me taught me this. So thank you for what you did to me, because it taught me to establish a boundary. It taught me to see myself a different way. It taught me to respect myself a different way. It taught me to love myself a different way. It taught me to show up a different way. It taught me where I was lacking. It taught me where I needed to grow, evolve, and change. It taught me where I was not embracing what God created me to be. It taught me where I was not standing in my power. It taught me where I was not speaking my truth. It taught me where I was not believing in myself. It taught me where I lacked confidence. It taught me where I did not, listen and where I needed to engage in listening. It taught me where I needed to show up and show out. It taught me to embrace myself, to shine my light and let my light shine. And we all need to let our light shine. We all need to let our energies go up. And we need to learn to respect each other in our differences. And respect that we are all going to always be different. We're not going to always be on the same page and always see eye to eye. That's not realistic either. There's always going to be some form of friction. Now the thing is, not all friction is bad. Friction is only bad when you're rejecting it. You have to learn to recognize when somebody is pushing you away. And I say this, and I've been saying this for a while, and it was funny because I said this to my friend last night when I was on the call talking to her. I was like, rejection is God's protection and redirection. So when things are not working out for you, that's not a negative thing. Stop looking at it as something bad. Stop acknowledging or taking it in as something bad. Rejection is God's protection and redirection. Meaning, it's the universe's way of letting you know, hey, don't do that. Like, when you raising a child, you pop, hey, stop that, don't do that. No, don't touch that. What did I say? So the universe is teaching us through the interactions and the people that we have in our lives. And the situations and circumstances that we come to find ourselves in. Now, when I say I've been going through so much shit, bro, I stay going through something. It's never a dull moment in my life, bro. When I say it's never a dull moment, it's never a dull moment. It's always something going on. And I'm typically pretty good at just rolling with it. Baby, when I say this last couple months been a humdinger. Been a humdinger. However, I'm not giving up. I'm exhausted. I want to go to sleep. And I have shit to do. Important shit to do. I gotta do my job. And I'm finding that I'm not always motivated to do my job. And it's not that I don't want to do my job. I'm just tired. I'm tired of the mundane. I'm tired of the repetitiveness. And not being able to have my own expressive voice in what I'm doing. And that is where I'm learning, where you have to learn how to adapt to the situations and circumstances that you're in. You can always be yourself, even with the parameters that others so-called set for you. Be yourself. And yourself is always going to shine out. Yourself is always going to show out. Even with parameters and barriers or triggers that are put in place. Know your worth. Know your power. Know who you are. Know how you can adapt and evolve and change for the betterment of you within their so-called parameters. Because yeah, they might have them boundaries and parameters set in place. Okay, I'm going to respect your boundaries and parameters and whatever that you have in place. Yet I'm going to do me within it. I'm going to find a way to still do me within your shit. Because that's me. That's who I am. And that's what we all need to do. We all need to learn how to make adaptations. Not for those around us, but for ourselves. So we can find our own peace and be at peace and stay in peace within ourselves. Stop giving your power away. Just because somebody put a boundary in place or somebody trying to stop you or hinder you or keep you from what you think is your goal or keep you from your passions. Okay, you think you're something you're not. Nothing can stop the will of God. Nothing can stop the will of the universe. Nothing can stop what your contract, your soul contract, your purpose, your mission in this world is. Nothing can stop that shit. Nothing can stop your path of where you're supposed to go. Everything that happens to you for a reason. There's no such thing as coincidences. Everything, 42:24. There's no such thing as coincidences. As above, so below. As within, so without. As inside, so outside. As spoken, so not spoken. Because you might have had the thought and might not have said it. A lot of us have inner voices, and some of us don't. Some of us have so many inner voices, we don't know who to listen to or what to listen to. And I'm going to tell you that. That's not you. You listen to other people's thoughts. You listen to what somebody else said. You listen to how somebody else feel about you. You listen to what people saying about you. You listen to other people's thoughts of you. You listen to other people's feelings of you. Block that shit out. Turn your spiritual ears off. And turn your spiritual ears to what needs to be listened to. Fine-tune your tuning. Fine-tune what you are listening to and what you're paying attention to. Fine-tune what brings you peace. What you gonna pay attention to. Fine-tune it. Because I'm just so over people, and I'm so over negativity, and I'm so over just shady shit. I'm just over it. It's exhausting. It's exhausting being around these people. It's exhausting being around people, period. People that are set in their ways and don't want to move, don't want to grow, don't want to evolve. Bro, I'm letting your asses go. I don't give a fuck. I'm getting to the point where I don't care no more. And it's not, and I'm saying that in the sense to say not that I don't care about people and their well-being, but I don't care anymore. I don't care what you think. I don't care what you say. I don't care how you feel about me. I don't care about your thoughts of me. If it's not helping me grow, evolve, and change, and it's not for my betterment, sorry, but yeah. Have you. Love you. Straight up, straight like that. Because it's like, yo, why am I letting you drain me? Why am I draining myself? Fighting against you. I don't have to fight you. I don't even have to pay your ass no attention. I said that in the beginning of the video. 44.55. I don't gotta pay your ass no attention, yo. I don't. We don't have to pay negative, low vibrational people or energies or anybody for that matter any attention. Put your attention on yourself. And know that when you put your attention on yourself, you're putting your attention on the divine. You're beginning to learn to love yourself. Be the change you want to see in the world. Being the change means you're changing yourself for the betterment of you. When you focus on you and you change it for the betterment of you, you are changing the world. Because you are one less person that's a fucktard. And on that note, I'm going to end this message because I don't want to say that I know that I feel like it's going to incriminate or take away from the sincerity and the depths of this message, because this message is truly coming from my heart. I'm strongly relaying this message from my heart. And I'm grateful to Spirit and to the Most High and the source of all creation and time and space and continue, whatever you want to call it. I'm grateful that I am awarded the ability to share this information and to share this message with somebody. I'm grateful for just being who I am and who God created me to be. And I'm grateful that I'm finally beginning to embrace it without fear of self. We gotta stop being afraid of ourselves. 46:33. We gotta stop being afraid of ourselves. Stop being afraid of your own shadow. Your shadow is a reflection of you. Peace.